$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Oh, you need a face mask, okay? Don't be like the silly people. Get a face mask, and if you want to be cool, get a KISW face mask. You can get these at KISW.com. 2 different styles. Yeah, we have the, of course, the original, the OG, the skull face mask. And we got the new edition, the camo face mask. Let me just check in with Vicky. Vicky, any chance mine is in yet?
Oh, you mean the one that I am secretly hiding?
Yes, because a buddy of mine, my buddy Aaron, has it. So I know that people can get the camo.
Maybe you should buy one like Aaron.
Guess what? I work for the company. I don't think I should have to buy things.
Nobody's here. What do you want from me?
Well, then I should never have to buy anything if nobody's here.
I think it was your daughter that was rocking it. If I remember, I think she was at Maris Farms.
Sarah's
she
got
the skull one. No, she's got the skull one.
Okay. Oh, that's it's a good-looking mask. They're both good-looking masks. You got to get it, man, okay? And don't forget, a portion of the proceeds go to the Washington State Nurses Association. That's a good thing. It's going to be gift-giving time, so check out your new KISW face mask. Get it now, KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah! So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and it's time to pump it up for Monday. Oh, yeah. Pump it up.
Do it. And Steve, you kind of need to get pumped up, man. Earlier,
what are you talking about?
Earlier you lost.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
He won.
I got
Never
9
mind.
right.
Never mind, you won.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, you're really pumped up.
That's
I guess
right.
Maybe I need to get pumped up. You're thinking of last week. He had a lot of losses last week.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I totally forgot.
Yep.
My apologies.
Thank you.
And now I've got him extra pumped up because I told him he lost.
That's right. One job. He had to remember what you did a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, let me check that paper. Oh, yeah, you did win.
The sad part was for half a second, I'm like, maybe I just dreamt it. I don't know. Did the Seahawks win yesterday? Did I dream that?
That felt like a nightmare and a dream and a nightmare, and then it became a nice dream.
Right.
Yeah. They won. You won. Let's see what happens now. We've got Gavin and Muckleteo to take you on. Gavin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
That's right, buddy.
For those playing at home, Gavin will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Gavin, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep.
The McDonald's Quarter Pounder was first introduced in what year of the early 70s?
1972.
No.
71.
Yes. Who played Walter White in the series Breaking Bad?
Pass.
What 2 colors are found in the Pinterest logo?
Red and white.
Yes. What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
Pass.
What kind of juice is in a fuzzy navel cocktail?
Peach.
No.
Apricot.
No.
Pass.
The next daylight saving is in what day of November?
November 3rd.
No.
4th.
No.
5th.
No. What kind of animal is a sea monkey?
Crustacean?
No. I don't know.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. What kind of animal is a sea monkey, Vicky?
A fish?
No.
A squid?
No.
I don't know. Is it? They're not monkeys?
No, they're not monkeys. Well, Gavin, after we lost, you got 2 correct.
Okay, well, that's probably just as well.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't doing well, and then suddenly his phone died, so,
yeah, okay.
or he hung up. We don't know.
Phones. You're going to have a fight with me, but that daylight savings question is wrong.
Why? Oh, because it ends or something?
Yeah, it ends.
Yeah, but it's still the moniker. It's a thing that happens. It's stated as such.
Because it's standard time and savings time, and so we don't actually start it then. We end it then. And the way you said it was just, when do we do daylight? When's the next daylight savings? Well, if you're saying the next daylight savings time would happen in March sometime. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You'd have to take this. So if you ask
Gavin
that
got
same
it wrong,
way,
and I don't think it's going to matter at this point.
Yeah, so you kind of ask the question, when does something that doesn't happen in November happen in November? But I know what you mean. When do we turn our clocks back is really what you meant to say.
All right.
Yeah, that's all. Well, that would be where I would be fighting with Alex Trebek, and I think I would get the money.
All right.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see what Steve thinks.
All right.
All right. Steve doesn't. You know what? Steve's going to get it right because he ignores and understands what you're saying.
He knows
ignores
where I'm trying to go with this.
Yeah, he does. I wish.
All I care about is winning. I don't care if the question's right or wrong, or I said it right or wrong, as long as I get the W.
I really
the
appreciate
W,
that.
Russell.
Are you ready?
Let's get cooking, Steve.
Just 1-0 every game. 1-0. So championship mindset. Let's do this.
The McDonald's Quarter Pounder was first introduced in what year of the early 70s?
71.
Yes.
Nice.
Who played Walter White in the series Breaking Bad?
Bryan Cranston.
Yes. What 2 colors are found in the Pinterest logo?
Red and white.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
Cockatoo.
No.
A penguin?
No. Penguin.
Flamingo.
No. What kind of juice is in a fuzzy navel cocktail?
Oh, what kind of juice?
Yeah.
Grapefruit?
No.
Peter Brady over there.
Grapefruit?
Cherry?
No.
Apple.
No.
Oh.
The next daylight
Schnapps.
No. The next daylight savings is in what day of November?
Sunday.
No.
Tuesday.
No.
The 3rd.
No. What kind of animal is a
Gross.
sea monkey?
Sea monkey is a marsupial.
No.
A fish?
No.
An animal is a sea... it's a creature.
No. The movie Gladiator was directed by whom?
Oh, John Rocker.
No. John Rocker.
What the hell?
Steven Spielberg.
No.
James Cameron.
No. Steve, you get 3
Al Pacino.
No. Steve, you got 3 correct, but Gavin lost connection in the middle of it. Got
If
2
Vicky
correct.
could have got
and
that
you
one
won.
answer correct, it would have been a tie.
Could have been a tie.
So he gets a
You
song.
said crustaceans?
Yeah.
Which technically, I think that is true.
Oh, hold on. Too late.
Got the song in.
That's BS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gavin.
because it's a brine shrimp, which is, an aquatic crustacean.
Oh, so
Now, you didn't get it right. That's a tie. Friggin' Rev. He asked 2. So 2 questions he asked, he doesn't even know the answers to.
What was the answer that you had for that?
He said, when's the next daylight savings in November?
I said the next daylight saving is what day in November?
And it's not.
daylight
doesn't-
savings ends
Yeah.
in November.
Yeah, daylight
What day
savings
is
is
it?
March.
Well, yeah, it's
November 1st.
November 1st.
Yeah,
was I looking for the day?
Yeah, turn the clocks back.
You said Sunday, which is
Sunday
also
is right.
technically correct.
It's a Sunday.
because
No.
it happens on a Sunday.
Oh, you mean Steve is right?
Yeah, so that means Steve still wins.
There's a lot of corrections. Oh, yeah. You know what?
He turned it up.
Well, wait a second. When you said when?
I said the next is what day in November.
Oh, he did say a
so
Sunday.
and
He
I
wins.
know,
Yeah.
I know. All right, he gets it.
Thanks, Rev.
Yeah, I need to.
Well, that was on every level, that question sucked.
Yeah, and I mean, with the it was just
I blame it on the Hawks.
yeah,
It's a late
exactly.
night.
I was up late.
Yeah, you did a
I
good
wrote
job.
these.
I enjoy that, actually.
So what were you wanting as an answer for the
November 1st.
November 1st.
Oh, no, for the other one. Guys, let me answer my question.
Okay.
This is the second time you cut me off about the same question.
Okay. By the way,
About-
November 1st.
The BJ Bull. Shut up, BJ.
Okay.
About the crustacean.
Oh, okay. So,
What did you want as an answer?
shrimp. Because they're brine shrimp.
Got you.
And so when he said crustacean, I was like, I don't know if a shrimp is a crustacean or not. I literally was like, I don't know. And then he lost connection.
Got you.
Yeah.
So it was a whole confusing mess with
This has been a good beat mix for you.
The best beat mix ever. I won.
Terrible. But yes, you
Yeah.
did win, so congrats.
Was the navel question? That was orange, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuzzy navel is
Fuzzy navel.
orange juice.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
The bird that can fly backwards is a hummingbird.
I never thought about the history behind the fuzzy navel, why they call it that.
I know because of a beer, honestly. There was a fuzzy navel that one of my favorite breweries did, and I was like, oh, it's orange.
I just thought you took shots out of someone's belly button and they just called it a fuzzy navel.
That's what me and Joe do on the weekend. Let's not go there.
got that happy
Works
trail.
for some people.
Ooh. And then finally, Gladiator was directed by whom?
Ridley Scott.
Yes. How did you now know that?
Wow.
I couldn't think of it, so I said John Rocker.
John Rocker.
John Rocker.
I knew there was an R in it.
He's a great director of. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, I mean,
Ridley Scott.
You still won, so congrats.
Yeah, that's all that matters, buddy. Yeah. And boy, great questions.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well,
Better answers.
I think it's time for you to take over. It's Listeners on the Loose. This is where you pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. We'll take your calls. We'll take your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Spartan Plumbing. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Doesn't matter what you want to talk about, man. You get to make these rules. Well, except one. Steve has made the golden rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. It's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone just texted in, guys, not only are the Hawks 5-0, but they're 6-0 in Action Green.
Oh, really?
I just looked that up. Yeah, they have not lost when they've worn the green jersey. And they were doing green with the blue pants yesterday.
And I was wondering about that yesterday, thinking like, I don't know how we do in green jerseys. I can't remember, but I was
Unstoppable.
The game was going so bad, I was blaming the jersey, but it's nice to know we're undefeated.
That's the other green, when they had that lime green back with the old jersey design. That was bad.
Okay.
They got crushed when they wore it. It was a one game only. I think they did that.
So Action Green is what we're looking for.
Okay, so look. I mean, obviously, we don't know what the future's going to hold. Right now, they're 5-0. They're looking great. There's talks of them being a Super Bowl contender. You go to the Super Bowl, you get to choose they choose the jerseys that you're wearing. So
Yeah.
like one team decides that they're going to be the home color of like their whatever color jersey they are, and the other team will be wearing like the white jersey. So the Seahawks have won the Super Bowl wearing the white jersey, right? They lost the Super Bowl wearing the blue jersey.
Yeah.
I think this year could they wear the alternate jersey, and would you?
Geez, now if you're superstitious, wouldn't you just go to the white jersey? Because you won the Super Bowl with the white jersey.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But you don't have the full gamut of it. Like the fact that they have that available, you should try those colors and see what happens.
See what happens.
And I think what it is that whoever is the home team gets to pick what they wear, and then the visiting team, I guess, is supposed to wear something contrasting, I suppose.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. The Hawks they had the white jersey because
they
the
did.
Broncos had the orange.
Yeah, and we did have the blue jerseys when we lost to the Patriots.
Yes, I remember that very vividly. I say go green. Yeah.
So you think look, green or white? I think for superstition, I don't want to see the blue. Only because it's just superstition.
And what did they wear the blue when they went back with them? Was that 2005?
They had. I think we did. Oh, I don't know. No, we were in white because I remember.
Are you sure?
I can't. Well, that's a good question.
No, 40.
I think we were the blue because I think the Steelers were the wild card team, weren't they?
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Though I forget if it alternates or if it actually goes on record.
No, the Seahawks were wearing blue.
Okay, blue is not good for us.
So stay away from blue.
Okay.
I also have the gray jersey too.
Oh, come on. We don't need that one in the mix now.
I'm just saying that's what they're wearing next time.
Storm
Have we
gray.
ever done anything in the Storm Gray? We need to see the record of the Storm Gray.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's do some research. Let's find out what they're doing with that one.
Yeah. But I mean,
that'd be weird. Like a team wore their alternate jersey. I don't know if you can. Like there might be a rule saying you have to go with either like your main home or your main away colors.
According to Wikipedia, it says teams are permitted to wear alternate jerseys once in playoff games, except for the Super Bowl, where teams must wear their standard uniforms.
Why? Why do we have rules?
Why do we have rules? I don't know.
But of all things to have a rule for, what does it matter?
And I don't even know what that is the away alternate jersey, because really it's the home blue, the white away, and then the gray is an alternate. So that maybe the gray can't be worn either in the Super Bowl if we go by the word alternate.
Yeah. Does it say anything about color rush? Can we wear
yeah, which is what Action Green was
originally. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's why it was weird that we wore the Action Green color rush on a Sunday night game, because I didn't think, when I saw that and I heard about that, I thought that was only supposed to be for Thursday night football.
Well, they did it with the blue pants. I mean,
that's how they get away with it.
I don't know.
Oh, well,
I don't know, man. I just think if you're 6-0 and if you go to the Super Bowl and if you're a team of superstition, the white's a good choice too. I just think it looked cool if they had the green. I think the green looks sharp.
Well, the green and blue I like. I like the green and blue.
Not all green.
Yeah, I like the green and blue pants. I do. I just, whatever we wore in Super Bowl XVIII.
XLVIII.
Oh, I forgot the L. Yeah. XLVIII.
Actually, can we just get the exact same jersey for Russell Wilson? The same one he won in, and just wear that one. I don't care if it's dirty. I don't care if it's framed. Just wear it.
Yeah. If somebody owns that jersey, please give it to Russell for a game. Yeah.
Somebody says, I don't know if this is true or not, but speaking of Super Bowls, more times than not, the team that wears a white jersey during the Super Bowl wins.
Whoa. And I wonder if it's because the Cowboys always wore white, if that contributes to that.
Oh,
because the Cowboys very rarely, I mean, at least back in the day, I don't know about now, but Cowboys always wore their white jersey. They, like the Miami Dolphins, that was a team I remember that was weird. They would always wear the white jersey at home. So maybe that contributes to that.
Jersey rules are always so interesting to me. Like, it's such a nerdy thing, but like I remember in hockey for the longest time, if you were the home team, you wore the white jersey, and then you wore the dark jersey when you were on the road. They've since changed that.
Yes.
But for the longest time, it was, if you're at home, you're wearing a white jersey. Now you're wearing your dark color jersey at home, and then your white jersey on the road.
And basketball is the same way, or it was. Of course, they have so many alternates, but I do believe you're supposed to wear the lighter color on the road and the darker color at home in basketball. It was football rules and hockey rules. Baseball is the only one where of course, they've broken it a little bit too, but you always wore the white at home and then the grayish or powder blue on the road.
Someone brought up earlier, speaking of baseball, what do you think is the greatest baseball jersey of all time?
The greatest baseball jersey of all time.
I think I've got one. I think we got to go with the Houston Astros.
Yeah, that's the old school,
that crazy color scheme.
The rainbow of non-rainbow,
straight out of the 70s.
Yes, that's it.
I literally typed greatest baseball jerseys of all time, and that was one of the first images.
Astros, and then the Montreal Expos was also one of my favorites.
I liked the Expos when I was a kid.
Are you talking the Expos
blue?
Away or home?
The blue.
Yeah. That's the away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when people started doing powder blue, which was, this was all disco based, by the way. This was disco.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Powder blue is such an awesome look on baseball.
Yeah, but these kind of jerseys, it started in the 70s. In the 80s, it was disco that influenced these redesign of the baseball uniforms. They got rid of the belts, and they had those polyester pants that just had, that basically were the button-ups.
Yep.
And so belts were gone, and it was all influenced by disco, man.
So what's your favorite baseball jersey of all time?
Oh, wow. I used to like the Oakland A's. I was so jealous that...
Right on, that yellow.
They had the green, the yellow. They were one of the first teams.
The Pops.
They would wear different colors. And then they had the all-yellow uniform, I think, at one time, if I'm not mistaken. It was a lighter yellow that was their away uniform. The Padres, though, with their camo, the Padres camo jerseys, that was an alternate jersey that they would have from time to time. I like those.
Yeah, I was never a fan of those.
Oh, you don't like the camo?
But I always loved the old Padres. Just the brown.
Oh, the brown.
Brown.
Well, they're back. They went back to the brown. Yeah.
Remember when they tried to have pinstripes? They had the brown pinstripes the year they went to the World Series.
I like that.
I was obsessed with the Padres back then, but I thought
like
they were cool too.
Yeah, I mean, some people love that classic Yankee pinstripe uniform.
Pinstripes are kind of boring to me, but I really love the Pirates. The old school Pirates one, just because the hat, it kind of looked like it was like something out of like they were like stuck in prison or something or trying to get out.
See, that hat always looked like a weird thing you'd get at like a gas station convenience store.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I loved it.
I like the weird stripes on it.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, disco era. That all that is in 70s, 80s. When they went crazy with those colored uniforms.
So you said Mariners future jerseys from the late 90s, which they brought back recently.
Oh yeah, those were trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like the black and orange Orioles, whereas like the mostly black with
It
like
looks
the orange. I just love, well, obviously Halloween.
orange.
But yeah.
I like the Oreos cap when it was orange, black, and white.
Yeah.
I like the one when they have a little
tricolor.
birdie.
The bird is so cool.
Yes. Yeah.
You know which one I show some love for the Mariners? The Mariners Sunday jersey. It's that cream white.
Oh, yes.
When they wear
with
only
the-
on Sundays.
Yeah, and it's got the old school blue and yellow colors.
It's kind of got like that old school vibe to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I love
It is
the
cream
hat.
white, yeah. Yeah.
Everything about
It's a good jersey.
Yeah,
It's fun. Baseball's gotten fun. I don't know if anybody loves the baseball like when they get to the nicknames because they have crazy jerseys for the nickname where they make their own nicknames up and I forget what they call that, Player Appreciation Day or something.
Oh, yeah.
It's one day a year with baseball. It didn't do it this year, obviously. I think because of the shortened season.
Nobody appreciated the players.
Yeah, which is, by the way, a joke of a season. This is the first time in the history of baseball that a team under 500 is actually in the league championship series. That's never happened before.
What team is that?
The Astros.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Going back to the jersey. See, the Mariners would have had a shot.
Well, yeah, that's that. But see, I think that's not what baseball's supposed to be. You're not supposed to have that kind of shot. Like the Astros wouldn't even been in there if they didn't have this goofy situation. It's look, in football it can happen because every division winner gets it, and hey, it happened to the Hawks. You were 7-9, we got into the playoffs. But there's no way in baseball a team who's under 500 should make the playoffs. It should never happen, and it's an embarrassment. And because the A's were the one that won the division, and they only had 3 games, Steve, a 3-game series for winning your division. And what happens? You know what? A team can get lucky and win 2 games out of 3. That can happen anytime. And now the Astros are in. I think it's ridiculous.
I am just so out of the loop with baseball. I had no idea who was even left. So it's the Astros and the Rays and the Dodgers and Atlanta. The Braves.
And those 3 teams deserve it. I think that the LA, Atlanta, and
I hope Houston
and the Rays
wins it
won
all
their
then.
division. Yeah, they all won their division. So it's like, okay, that's fair. But the Astros sucked.
Dude, they swept the first round. They won 3 games, won the second round.
Yeah. They
got hot at the right time in the postseason.
Yeah, and to me, that's not baseball's not about that. It's a long season, which then you earn your right to be hot at the right time because you outlasted the marathon. But a third of a season, you're under 500 and you're in the playoffs. That's just dumb.
Someone said their favorite jersey is whatever jersey the Yankees were wearing last week when they got eliminated, all covered in tears.
Now, I am happy about that because the Astros eliminated them. The Yankees spent so much money. The 2020 is a beating for New York fans because they spent all that money to build a good team to go as far as they could, and an under 500 team beats them. It's so great.
So I said this weekend, me and my wife, we watched Hubie Halloween, and it was awesome.
Oh, no.
Back to old school Adam Sandler. Anyone else watch it? Definitely in my top 10 Happy Madison films. Also, what are some of your other favorite Sandler films? For me, it's Little Nicky.
So this is a movie.
I forgot.
This is
So
a movie.
good.
It is good.
It's so good.
He said it would be bad.
Well, that was the talk. He never said specifically that this was going to be bad. He said that if Uncut Gems didn't get him an Oscar, his next movie would be bad.
So I'm going to put this out there. BJ's going to hate it, but it's a great movie.
Is it just a dumb Sandler film?
Oh yes, and it's so campy in terms of it's everything you want from a Halloween movie that you could just turn on every year.
But now, if you remember, Danny,
another texter. Let's talk about Hubie's Halloween. It was great. So we're 3 for 3 on great.
Now, Danny, don't say I'm going to hate it. You remember, I'm the one that saw the trailer and actually said I think this could be good.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised by your review.
And he liked Jojo Rabbit, so he likes anything that's bad.
Wow, that just happened.
There's even some callbacks to old Adam Sandler characters from Happy Gilmore and stuff it's great. It's so good. I loved it so much.
I really, now that you've. Do I need another person to watch it besides Danny, or will I take that review and watch
texters.
it? All right, that's a good start. It's a good start, yeah. And I know you love
another
Halloween.
one. Agreed. Hubie was awesome. Another one. It's an awesome movie.
Wow.
So many stars in it too that all of a sudden it just cuts to somebody and it's I didn't know they were in this movie. This is so cool.
Thank you. Send me an email to watch that movie. I'm going to watch it with my wife. I'm going to see if she was. I don't know if she was ever, a Happy Madison guy, a kind of person. I don't think she's ever watched many Adam Sandler movies, but it's a Halloween movie. Let's see how it is.
Someone on Twitter said Hubie Halloween is legitimately the best movie of the year. But it's also, I think it's the only movie that's been released this year, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's going on.
So, I mean, it's good timing for him.
It didn't do well on the Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's at 56% last time I checked.
Still,
for a Sandler movie, that's actually not that bad.
Right. It's what? I think people were just waiting for this movie.
Yeah, 56%. And then add your Sandler factor if you like him. That's a good movie.
So I said, watch the movie with my kids last night. We loved it. It was great.
Oh. I'll watch it with my wife. I'm going to see her Halloween weekend, and I want to try to convince her that that's something we should do with our time.
Nice thing is, if she hates it, all of a sudden I'm no longer the bad movie picker. It's Danny.
All that means is you're both bad movie pickers. That's all that means. But I am going to say Danny recommended it. Okay. Yeah, I am going to do it.
So don't go into it thinking it's going to be great. It was stupid funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's an Adam Sandler movie.
It was awesome. Laughing my ass off all the way through. Dude, this is like not polarizing at all. People loved it.
Yeah, sometimes my wife surprises me, though, because she likes the Trailer Park Boys, and I didn't think she would. And she likes them a lot. So, I mean, I don't know if this is going to be Trailer Park Boys quality or not. I don't know.
Someone said, I liked it, but my girlfriend hated it.
Oh, that wasn't I didn't need to have that text.
So he broke up with her, right?
Yeah, dump her.
Well, that could be.
She doesn't understand art.
You pick the topic, you guide the show. It's Listeners on the Loose, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Your calls, your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load, terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So we just wanted to bring up the fact that, where did it go?
You've got it. I can do it. You can do this.
Found it. Okay.
Woo! He did it.
So going back to Hubie Halloween. Sorry, some issues.
The Adam Sandler Halloween movie that just dropped.
We continue to get good reviews. Someone says, my wife hates comedy movies, but Hubie had her laughing all the way to the end.
Can we go back on that statement? What? A person hates comedy movies? I can see some movies that are comedies you don't like, but all comedy movies? That seems weird.
Yeah, because I could see not like an action horror, but that's like saying I don't like to laugh.
Yeah.
Like, why would... That seems weird. Why would someone not like to laugh?
Yeah,
unless they just don't find anything funny, like in a film form.
That's so, I've never heard that before. I've never heard, like you said, I've heard people, I don't like sci-fi, I don't like horror, I don't like, some other action, but I've never heard anybody say they don't like comedies.
I feel like the people I don't know anybody that hates comedies, but it's not their first choice. I think it's because a lot of it use like very immature humor. And they don't like the poop and fart jokes, which, why am I friends with these people?
Yeah, I don't understand how those people are even in your life. How do you know people like that?
Well, great. Now we've had the texter rethinking his marriage.
Yeah, buddy, listen, it's time to get out. There are a lot of worse things that could happen. If she cheated on you, I'd say stay, but doesn't like comedy movies.
Like comedy movies.
Yeah, you gotta let it go.
Does she like fun?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's over.
So I said earlier, Miggs was talking about how he's watching PBS shows, and he was watching a painting show that wasn't Bob Ross. Was it Painting with Paulson or Paint This with Jerry Yarnell?
Okay, how about this person knows two different PBS painting shows?
Yeah, right?
Okay. It was, looking it up, it was Paint This with Jerry Yarnell. Because we don't have cable right now. We got our cable. Yeah, you got cable guy shows up tomorrow, so I dropped like $20 on an antenna,
so you could watch the Hawks game.
So I could watch the Hawks game, but that also gives us now finally we can watch something on television if we want it in the background. And there's really nothing, dude. Man, without cable, it's weird watching television. I suggest you never do it, BJ.
I don't want to tell you this, but you probably didn't know you could beam your phone to.
You can't not without Wi-Fi.
Oh, you don't have. Oh,
no, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have Wi-Fi.
No internet.
Trust me, that thought popped in my head originally. I was like, I could get by. I could just watch Netflix and WWE Network.
Oh,
nope.
Damn.
It all changes tomorrow.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was Paint This with Jerry Yarnell. I did not realize that. Apparently, he's been doing it for 30 years.
Okay,
but I don't like his art.
Oh yeah,
wow, hot take. Just not feeling it, man.
It's not much different than Bob Ross, is it? I mean, I don't know if those trees are happy.
I don't think they're happy. They look kind of sad.
They look like what you'd see on puzzles. His paintings.
Yeah, his art looks dark.
His art looks dark. That's a waterfall. There's a lake that's dark, huh? Oh, it is kind of
the
misty.
sky is dark.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's a little misty.
Like, you look at this, and then you get like a vibe of darkness.
It looks like a 70s cover for like a fantasy novel.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, apparently he's been doing it for 30 years, so...
All right. Well, hey, listen, PBS is paying
It's
him,
gotta be
right?
tough to follow in the shoes of Bob Ross.
Well, first of all, he doesn't... Yeah, you're absolutely right. You can't replace a legend.
He doesn't even have an afro.
No, he doesn't. And you didn't like him. He wasn't as personable.
No, I lasted a couple seconds, and I just flipped to paid advertising on NBC at the time.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess if you like to paint and he's teaching you something, maybe that's a thing.
Well, I guess I'm not that person. Huh?
I'd like to throw out, by the way, even I'm not going to say a lot, no spoilers, because Vicky and Rev haven't watched this, but boy, the season finale of The Boys on Amazon Prime was great. Steve, I'm sorry you only got one episode.
I've seen it.
Oh, you did see it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was giving you crap because you almost ruined it for Rev.
Yeah, don't say
Spoiler
anything.
on the Rev. Someone even texted, what'd you guys think of the finale?
Oh, the finale was great.
So good.
Yeah, it really was. It is. Boy, the first 2 seasons were so good. This was only an 8-episode season, but it really, and I thought, wow, I wonder why. I wonder if COVID did something. But no, it wrapped up perfectly the way I would, expect, like it was a plan. I feel like they were like, we know we have 8 episodes and we're going to tell a story in 8 episodes. And I'm excited because they've already greenlit season 3. So we knew that anyway going in, that there's going to be another season. So, boy, it's such a good show. And honestly, it's about superheroes, but it really isn't about superheroes. It's more about humanity. That just like The Walking Dead's really not about zombies. It's about humanity in troubled times. And I love what they've done with it because I read the comic. And I love what Seth Rogen and all the rest of the folks who are involved in this have done with it because it doesn't completely follow the comic, but it's good. And it was good. And Steve, you only got 1 episode in. I'm sorry.
Yep, it's never going to happen, man.
Yeah.
Especially now with cable. Oh my God, it's awesome. The Boys is great. Top show for me, easy.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites from last year and this year. There's a lot of good shows out there that I like, but boy, it's such a good show. And Carl Urban is great, and the whole cast is great. And I just found out that one of the characters, Jack Quaid, who's an actor in The Boys, is also on my Star Trek Lower Decks cartoon, which also had its season finale, which was fantastic. If you love Star Trek, you're going to love this show, I think, because it's so many Easter eggs. So many times, Steve, so much.
So we had a very interesting question to get us thinking.
All right, let's do it.
It says, what 2-hour chunk of your life would you want video of so you could look back and watch again and again and again?
Oh, wow.
Oh, this one's easy.
That is like Groundhog Day stuff.
Okay, Rev, what is it then if it's so easy?
My wedding.
Oh, because of D. Snyder.
A, D. Snyder. B, was a steampunk wedding in a Vegas tourist trap that was an old mining town. Like every bit of that whole experience, coming in with a party bus with all of my friends. Oh, it was fantastic.
Wow. There's a lot of great moments I've had in my life, but if I had a 2-hour chunk,
I guess you could open the window 2-3 hours. You don't have to be dedicated to just 2 hours.
Basically, it's a moment when you think about it. And I love my kids, but I think really
lower the volume. Apparently,
yeah. Well, it's not going to be about them. I mean, it's too bad, but I mean, I just I would say there was a moment, and this is the most amazing story in my brain is that I just really, for the first time in my life, felt like somebody truly, truly loved me, and it was my wife, and it was our first date, and it was the weirdest thing ever because it was like one moment, it was like a fraction of time where she just looked in my eyes and said, I love you on the first date. And I thought, okay, that should
I didn't know she said she loved you.
Yeah. Wow. It was like on the first or second date, it was like very early in. And I remember looking at her going, this is weird because I didn't think you were supposed to say it so early, but I remember it like she was genuine. It was like a genuine, authentic, it wasn't full of BS, and it wasn't even about her. She just sort of looked at me like this sort of like, you're a really good dude, man.
Did you pay the bill? Is that why?
May have been.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I was paying bills then. I didn't have a lot of money. Could have been. She had a better job than I did at the time.
You suggested that you dine and dash, and she thought that was really cool and thrifty of you.
But I mean, I know it's probably syrupy, but it was that moment that somebody loves you, your significant other. That's kind of a cool moment when they tell you. Of course, she told me very early in the relationship.
All right, Danny, 2-hour window. You want to watch it over and over again.
It would be last year when Lily and I went to California and we did our little father-daughter trip, and we walked on the beach for a couple of hours, and she was like walking in my footsteps behind me on the beach during sunset.
Man.
It was like my favorite memory that I'll ever have with her.
Damn.
It was so great.
That's nuts. The walking in the footstep thing is pretty cool.
Oh, I know, because I didn't even know. I was just walking and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm just trying to be like you, Dad."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, heartstrings." And it was just the sunset was going, and it's my favorite memory.
Man,
That's a good one. That is a really good one.
here I am wanting to relive the time I played drums with Stone Temple Pilots. Now I sound like I'm a terrible human being.
Oh, you are.
I kind of want that, though.
Fair enough. That was
The
awesome.
wedding was awesome. The birth of the child was incredible. But am I going to watch it over and over again? This coming out of her, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, the whole, like, the moment we first met the guys in the band to the moment we got to go on stage was, like, one of the most surreal experiences of my life because it was just so casual.
Yeah.
And they were so awesome. Like, the record guy brought us back into their dressing room. They're just eating lunch. And Dean and Robert are like, so, you guys are going to do this? Like, yeah. And, like, do you want to practice it a few times? You guys good? And I'm like, do you want to practice with us so that you know that we're going to be able to do it? Like, if you had the balls to say you're willing to do it, we know you're not going to lie to it. Like, they were so cool and so chill, and they just had zero doubt that we could pull it off, which I thought was like such an empowering thing for on my side and Glenn's side as well. And then the nerves leading up to it, just like I think that would just be a fun thing to relive from time to time. And then finishing it, doing the performance, all the rockaholics in the crowd was one of the greatest experiences of my life. Like, just feeling that energy. Granted, it was for their song and their moment, but I got to be a part of that moment. And then walking off the stage, and the first person I see was Gavin Rosdell of Bush. And he's just like, "Nice job." And I was like, this is so weird.
That is so weird.
And then fade to black, and it's over.
Dude, I can't blame you for that. That's a great
But I mean, you
experience.
got the guys, girls talking through his footsteps, wants to be like Dad, and you
Well,
got I love you, and he's got a wedding, and I'm just like the douche that's like, I want to play drums, relive playing drums with Stone Temple Pilots again.
Are you the person that's had just a better life than us? So that's a tough thing, because I don't have any moment like that where I was,
I don't know.
I never got to act with anybody that I consider a great actor and actually pull it off.
We should find out from Joe and Sarah too. Vicky, I want to know that I'm not the only person that's like not super sentimental.
Well, Vicky, Vicky doesn't have a significant other or children.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her adopted brother, obviously, but
See, like this texture, a threesome with two half sisters. It was amazing.
There you go.
Whoa.
all right, I can see reliving that. That's probably and understand that you sometimes give the radio answer and then you might have a different answer for private parties.
And I mean, I've had private parties and stuff, and they're fine and all, but like it, like
All right.
I mean, they're okay.
So what are you doing?
You're gonna get mad at me, Steve.
Damn it.
Well, I'm looking at my foster brother. We've been with him since he was 2 weeks old. He's going to be adopted as my brother.
Oh, boy,
He's
Steve.
almost 2. And he's cute now, but when I see pictures and stuff, like I want to relive like when he was itty bitty, like laughing for the first time. Like that, I'll watch that video and start crying.
Steve, you are.
But I would love to like experience it in real life. I'm like, I want him to be little again.
I wanted to be a star. That's what I want to relive over and over again. But I was a member of STP.
I was getting my ass slapped by Johnny Three Tears at a Hollywood Undead show. Like, that's the kind of answers I want. Sarah, come on, help me out here.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, I have 2, but my first one would be my 21st birthday.
Atta girl.
Because I got blacked out, so it'd be nice to like relive it, but actually kind of know what
Oh,
happened.
like the Hangover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, well, she's kind of in your corner, Steve. It has nothing to do with anything but herself.
And no one can rely on you.
Yeah, plus like Vicky and Joe had a thing, so that'd be funny to like see them make out or whatever, because I wasn't there when that happened.
Really?
That was a very pukey makeout.
That's funny because that's what Joe was about to say in his 2 hours he'd like to remember.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I was blacked out there, Vicky.
See, you could relive it too.
Okay.
I think I was too.
My other one would be the night I met J Rubs, which was kind of similar as to I brought him to a party to where we both kind of got wasted and don't really remember exactly kind of what happened or whatever. So I'd want to relive it to see like, when was our first kiss? Where
I feel
was
better
it?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should feel better. Sarah will
Sarah's
make
just-
everybody feel better.
She's just looking for times
Closure.
when she can't remember stuff.
yeah,
It's not to remember, like to go back and review it. It's
Yeah.
so, that's what happened.
Yeah, no happy memories. She just wants memories.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I may hate the memories and be like, why am I reliving this over and over?
All right. Well, my son, I think, is probably, I think we'll be
Probably in
surprised.
Vegas.
Hey, it wasn't Vegas, actually.
Of course we were.
Yeah, there was a good 2-hour moment where I played blackjack and poker and couldn't lose a single hand. I legitimately, for 2 straight hours, didn't lose $1.
How much money were you up at one point?
I won $3,500.
Nice. I thought it was going to be a time your buddy had like 10 grand and just wasted it on fun stuff like strippers.
Well, that was a great, longer than 2 hour time.
Okay. Fair.
Well, at least Danny, Rev, and myself are good
And
people.
Vicky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Vicky. Yeah, that's right. Forgot.
There's a G, Steve. You're one heartless human being. Poor Lulu.
Yeah, not even poor Tatum, just poor Lulu.
She doesn't know what's going on yet.
Yeah, okay. What do Ryan Castle, it's a question now, it's time. What do Ryan Castle and a cow have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:51 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
Well, we can't find Ryan, but maybe the listeners can tell us what Ryan Castle and a cow have in common. I don't know. They show up. I don't know. They don't show up.
Do we need to send out a search party?
I think we do. This is a little, Ryan's usually around. I don't know.
Maybe he's out on the farm trying to hug a cow.
Oh, he could be doing that, or he could be at his bar, because he does have a bar.
That seems a little bit more logical than him out in the farm hugging cows.
Oh, wait, he's a Vikings fan. I forgot about that.
So he doesn't want to talk to us?
Doesn't want to talk to us. I think he's very upset about what happened.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to talk to anybody after last night's
But then he gave up on football like 4 years ago.
Oh, that's another good reason. Yeah, but boy, when the Seahawks play your team and your team does stupid stuff, that's awesome.
It's a long weekend. Sounders lost, didn't they?
Yeah. What?
He likes the Sounders.
Oh, see, it's not a good weekend for Ryan Castle. Maybe he does need to hug a cow, which I guess is this new practice. The Dutch are doing it. The BBC says the cow's warmer body temperature, slower heartbeat, and mammoth size can make hugging an incredibly soothing experience, so people are now doing it during the pandemic. Hugging cows. Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. You can't hug humans anyway. Might as well hug something.
Yeah, the cow would not be the first thing I thought of, though.
Oh, yeah?
I'm trying to think of what I would want to hug. Maybe a
pig?
Hugging a pig. No, wait a second. I know what you're trying to do to me.
Sorry. Ryan Castle.
Beaver. I want to hug a beaver.
Oh, you want to hug the beaver? Okay, Ward. Anyway, Ryan Castle, we'll try to find him so we can get you the 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
And my brother's like, I don't know. Like, I want your room. He's like, I don't know if I want to trade rooms. And then finally he agreed to trade rooms, the sweet older brother that he is. But I had a room that was double the size of his room.
So did he get your big room?
Oh, yeah.
That is brilliant.
We came down, had a meeting with my parents, and explained why we wanted to make the switch. And I remember my dad looking at me. He's like, you were the dumbest child I think I could ever ask for.
And when did you realize you got had?
Today.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.